Hello again and welcome to The Standpoint. Yes, I told you we are back with a bang, and today we are talking about something that eats at the very core of our hearts. As a nation, we love children. We'll criminalize and insult any woman who has the blessing of not having a child. Call her all sorts of names. As soon as you have a child, oh, you're a complete woman. You are incomplete if you don't have a child. And it's only the woman who is not complete when she doesn't have a child. The man is always complete. God created us women half, according to these people. But hey, today we are talking about childhood cancers. Yes, it's quite worrying, and we need to do something about it. The sad part is that it's still not being taken seriously by the nation. And I have a young lady who's been bugging me for weeks, months, hours, sometimes seconds, that we need to talk about it. So today we are definitely going to talk about childhood cancers, and I have parents here who share the experiences. I have a medical doctor and I have a concerned citizen, and we are going to discuss this. And hopefully at the end of it, this nation will realize that if we love children as we claim, then we need to do something about it. My name is Gifty Auntie. Welcome to The Standpoint. As always, let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth Ophelia Crossline designs for me. I'm so grateful to them. And my makeup products provided by Paba Cosmetics. They've been with us for over 7 years, and we are so grateful to them. Really, really grateful to Auntie Felicia and her team. Thank you. Makeup and More applies the makeup for us. Gloria, congratulations to you for giving us this beautiful baby called Akiwele. Akiwele. It's a beautiful name. We take a break. When we come back, we'll be talking some more. But my hair is by Duffy Hair. Contact them and they will hook you up. We'll be back. Welcome back to The Standpoint if you just joined us. Today we are talking about childhood cancers, and we have the right people here. Let me say thank you to our sponsors, African Women's Development Fund, AWDF. They've been supporting African women's rights organizations across Africa. Thank you to Wilma Africa. They produce Frytol cooking oil, and I'm sure you've seen the campaign going on now. Cook your favorite meal with Frytol, and let's see how it turns out. Fortune Rice comes in 3 variants. We have the green package one, which is very, very good for omutuo and rice sota, all the soft dishes. And then we also have the orange package one, very good for wache. Finally, wine package one, jollof rice, fried rice, and all the nchichoes. You can't go wrong. Remember, this program is also aired on ABN TV, which is on Sky Channel 235 across Western Europe, parts of Canada and Asia. And of course, our website, www.thestandpoint.com.gh, is powered by Dream Over. Like us on our Facebook, that's The Standpoint, Instagram, Twitter, follow us, and let's have a wonderful time. Of course, catch up with us on YouTube as well. Still the same good old The Standpoint. Don't miss it. Now to the panel. Seated right next to me is that young lady, I call her pressure chick. Na Ajua Adzele-dsane. She's a medical student and advocate of childhood cancer drugs being put on the National Health Insurance Scheme. Good to have you on The Standpoint. Good to finally meet you.
Same here, Auntie Gifty.
Next to her, I have Mr. Frederick Ni Kote. Kote is a parent of with a child with cancer. Yeah. Welcome to The Standpoint.
Thank you.
Next to Mr. Kote, I have Dr. Lily Tego, pediatric resident at Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Department of Child Health. Welcome to The Standpoint.
Thank you.
Good to have you.
Same here.
Mr. Frederick.
Yes, mommy.
How has life been?
Normal, and I would say normal and fine.
How many kids do you have?
By the grace of God, I have 4 beautiful girls and 1 landlord.
One landlord?
Who is the boy.
Who is the boy?
Yeah.
Aha. So which of them has cancer?
The second one, she's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very pretty girls. You are blessed.
Yeah.
You are blessed. Yeah. So
What happened?
What happened?
I don't know what happened.
She's the second one.
She's the second one. We only saw that, all that we saw was, I will leave the technical terms to doctor to mention.
Yes.
But we saw the stomach was becoming big. So I thought it was ordinary problem. So I started applying some ointment to ease the pain. The more I apply, the more the thing becoming big. And we also saw that she started growing lean.
Yeah.
And no, she's very fair. And the fairness started appearing so white. Well, so I decided to send her to hospital. Initially, we thought because it was ordinary case, maybe they can take care of it so that we come back home.
Yeah.
We went to La Paz, and La Paz said, this case beyond their level, so I should send her to Kolebu. And I didn't take it so serious. So when,
but does that mean they didn't tell you
no, they only did a fever test to find out whether it is fever that is causing the swelling. Right. And when she said I should go to Kolebu, I said, well, La Paz, you have all the so-called treatment there, so why don't you take me through? He said, well, even if they start the treatment, they will still refer me to Kolebu. And I said, well, we will go. But I'm tired, so the girl should go and rest when school breaks. So she went to be with my sister. And when she went there, and they saw that, no, the case is still worrying her. So when they came home, and the girl too is very bright at school. She's a very clever girl. And she was going to class 1. So let's go to school, you register, and then I send you to Kolebu the following day. When we went to Kolebu, the very day we went there, we met 2 hard-working doctors, 2 women there. And they said, no, they won't allow me to send the girl home. Because what is happening to her, if they send her home, the possible she will die. Well, so they convinced me that we should go and do a small scan. That's the first scan to find out whether it is so many technical terms they use there. So they also waited for me to do the scan. When we came, it confirmed their suspicion that she has a large mass. That is what they told me. So they were sent up. By then, I have come out from surgery. At that time, too, my wife has delivered the landlord I'm talking about. So who is to be with the girl at the ward? So I was struggling with them that they should discharge me to go home and we'll come back. Well, they didn't agree. So I left the girl. And
thank God they didn't agree.
They didn't, whatever I said, they didn't agree.
So I now understand why you refer to them as hard-working doctors. They are good doctors.
This is one of them.
Oh, please put your hands together.
This is one of them. If you want to see, to say this, we have to give God the thanks for giving us Dr. Tego at that time to see the situation.
Yeah, because some doctor would have been fed up and said, go.
Oh, she's a friend. And almost all the children at oncology now look for Dr. Tego.
Oh, God bless you.
I'm not joking. Ask the girl herself.
Is Dr. Tego your friend?
She's the best friend we have at oncology.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Come give me a hug. You're beautiful. Yeah. And her beautiful dress. Can you give me a hug? Pretty, 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 pretty. Oh. Mwah. How old are you? 8 years. With a beautiful smile. You're beautiful. Hey. Is Dr. Tego your friend?
Yes.
She's your friend. You like her?
Yes.
She treats you nice? Yes. But sometimes she gives you injection. Okay, go and sit down. Okay. Oh, put your hands together for her. She's pretty. That's excellent, beautiful, really beautiful girl. Wow.
So we were admitted.
God is faithful, isn't he?
I won't mention it. You have to know it yourself. So they took us through a process of finding out what is wrong with her. And that took us 2 weeks to complete. And unfortunately, nobody was telling me anything. Nobody was telling me anything.
That it was cancer.
It was cancer. So I kept asking, tell me something. So I think Dr. Morris, one morning when I came, they called me to their office and then just broke the news to me that the girl has a problem with her kidney. So they have to take it off. And they have to run a chemo. The moment he mentioned chemo, I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what happened that day. How I got home is only God. Up to date, I'm unable to tell people how I was able to get down from the 3rd floor, whether I took a taxi or I took a trotro. Up to date, I don't know. So I came home, and then the following morning, Prof called me that she wanted to see me. So when I went there, before she was able to explain.
Which Prof are we talking about?
Prof Reina.
Reina, okay.
Yeah. So she was able to tell me the situation at hand. In fact, that was the end of the story. I didn't become a man till we completed the chemo. And it was not an easy task. So I would say when you see chemo coming, you just have to fly away. When you see chemo coming, please.
Because for adults who go through chemo, it's even tough. And how much more on a child?
I tell you. So initially, I thought chemotherapy is like you'll be on a machine and the machine will run on you or something like that. I don't know. It was a combination of drugs. And we were using only 4 drugs. Only 4 drugs. And 2 is so stubborn that when they run it on her, it's like we are losing her. And if the effect was so great that anytime you see me coming back from Kolebu, as if you have put me in ice water or ice block. So that was the situation we went through for.
So I can imagine if you were going through it, how much more the mother who had just delivered?
Let me tell you a story. It happened that she was, the chemo, when you take it, it reduces your immune system.
Yeah.
So one day we had an attack. And this attack, her temperature shot up to 41 degrees, which means it's almost point of death. So the mother has to come and be with her. What she did was, I have to carry the boy. Yeah. We come and breastfeed, and we go home in the evening and sleep. Then we come back in the morning with him. We'll come and suck her breast, and then we'll go back in the evening and we'll sleep for the days that she was on admission until she was discharged for a period of time. And then another time when her HB was down, the same process. It's like I'm the mother, the father, and everything.
Can I say something?
Say it.
You're a good man and a true father.
Amen.
I always talk about my father, and I believe your children will talk about you the way, I thought maybe even more. Because you made a statement that touched me. You said, we breastfeed.
Yes.
We go and breastfeed. Yeah. The women here, do normally you say, my wife will breastfeed.
No.
Or she'll be saying, we breastfeed and go. Let me take a break. When we come back, I'll come to Dr. Tego and then
my friend,
Madam Boyjani. You are watching The Standpoint, and yes, we are talking about childhood cancers. And from our interaction so far, you understand why we need to advocate that it must be put on the National Health Insurance Scheme, because it is cost intensive. Apart from the emotional trauma that parents go through, having to find money for treatment too is another thing altogether. Well, let me say thank you to our supporters. That's Gogot Yogurt. Yogurt is good for us, especially women and children. So please make sure, if you need yogurt, go for Gogot Yogurt. We also say thank you to Veraldo Pear Malt by Casa Precon Company Limited. EcoSpa Mineral Water. Water is life. Not they say, water is life. So we all need water. Thank you to Auntie Vera of House of Foods. Thank you to Cake Technique, Matamis, who give us the cleaning services. They keep our environments clean, and we are so grateful to all of them. We take a break. When we come back, we will continue this discussion. Welcome back to the Standpoint. We are talking about childhood cancers and why it needs to be put on the National Health Insurance scheme. And we need to do something about this. Let me say thank you to Jandel for decorating our set with the Christmas decor. We love Christmas, don't we? No matter what it is, we'll celebrate Christmas. Well, we are also supported by La fruit juices, natural fruit juices. So get in touch with them. And then, of course, let me say thank you to GTP for my cloth. Ophelia Crossline Design sews for me. Grateful to them as always. Makeup product by Paba Cosmetics. Beautifully applied by Makeup and More. My hair is by Duffy Hair. And I'm looking for a shoe sponsor. So please, you need to look for me. I mean, sponsor me. These days I wear the shoes. So please get in touch. This program is also aired on ABN TV, which is on Sky Channel 235 across Western Europe, parts of Canada and Asia. Our website, www.thestandpoint.com, is powered by Dream Over. Dr. Tego. Hi. I'm already in love with you. It's good to know we have good doctors, good young doctors, passionate enough. Do you have kids of your own?
No.
No. But why do you love kids like that?
Because I like working with them. And when they are ill, they are very sick. When they get better, I mean, it just shows. They are not like adults who can pretend. Yeah. Yeah. They're just fun to natural. Work with. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, if my dad were alive, you call you baby doctor. Childhood cancers. What causes it?
Okay, so that's a question we get most often. And it's very difficult. When it comes to childhood cancers, a cause has not been established for most of them. Unlike adult cancers, where it's easy to say you got breast cancer because your mother had it, or you had liver cancer because you drank alcohol or something like that. For childhood cancers, what we've realized is that because most of them occur in a very young age, I mean, we have children as little as 8 months getting childhood cancers, and most of them are common in the 2 to 5 year age group. We realize that most of the factors that cause the cancers operate before birth. So most of the things that happen after the child is born don't really have much to do with most of the childhood cancers that we have. So it's very difficult to pinpoint what caused, for example, NAS cancer, for instance. We've postulated certain risk factors. So when it comes to environmental, something like radiation has been pointed to that it can cause childhood cancer. So they did studies in places where they had atomic bombs and realized that the children who were born there had high incidences of leukemia. And then in the past, when pregnant women used to have x-rays of their abdomen, their children were at risk of cancers. There are other things that people have postulated when it comes to the environment, but it hasn't really been pinpointed, like pesticides. I mean, verified, we say those things because most of the time, at the time you're exposed to the pesticide, if it will cause cancer, you'll be older by then. It won't happen when you are still a child. And then there are some viruses that are also known to cause childhood cancers, like HIV, hepatitis B. If you got it through birth, then you can get cancer from that. Only about 5% of childhood cancers have a direct genetic link. So, for instance...
Only 5%?
Yeah. So, for instance, we have a form of eye cancer, which is familial. So, recently we had a child with bilateral eye cancer whose mother had it as well. And so she was blind. And then she had a child and he also had. But that's also very rare. So, because we do not know the cause most times, it's very difficult to say let's prevent it, because you can only prevent it if you know what is causing it. So because we can't go through that direction, we realize that we rather have to go through early detection, because if we are able to detect it early and treat appropriately, we are able to cure over 75% of childhood cancers. Okay. That's the problem we are having.
Cure about 75?
Yeah.
Cure?
Yeah. Okay. And that's the problem we are having in our setting here, because this 75% I'm mentioning is not figures from Ghana, it's figures from outside where people present early with these things. Here, we have barriers to presenting early. Money is the main factor. Then other things, socio-cultural beliefs and stuff like that. So people come late. So here, our success rate is very low. It's like 20 to 30% compared to the over 75%.
20 to 30%?
That we have.
Because by the time they come, it's too late. So do we have the childhood cancers on the increase, and even that you can't tell, because again, it's about, how early people or whether they report at all.
Because from international statistics that we've sort of extrapolated to our setting, we expect that by each year in Ghana, 1,000 children would have childhood cancers. And currently, each year. And currently, we are seeing 300 if you combine Kolebu Teaching Hospital and Komfo Anokye, which are the only 2 places where childhood cancers are treated in Ghana. So it means there are 700 children we don't see. We don't know where they are, whether they die at home, what happens to them. Yeah, that's the situation.
What accounts for it? Is it lack of education, or the fear of hospital, or money?
It's a lot of things. Lack of education is one. I mean, I go to places and you mention childhood cancer. People are like, do children get cancer? It's like, it's such a strange concept to most people. And also, I mean, most of them come as masses, and Ghanaians, we are used to, oh, let's go for this herb, let's apply this, let's do So by the time they end up going to wherever, it's too late. Others too, is the access to care. They are in some deep, remote village, and then they go to the hospital and they're like, oh, you have to go to Kolebu. I mean, this person has never been to Accra, doesn't even know where Accra is. If he comes to Accra, where will he stay? So it's multifactorial.
Najwa, and this cancer, this naughty boy, they said disease has the face of a woman. As for cancer, it has the face of a man, of a boy. It's no respecter of the human body. It can affect anywhere. Yeah. Cancer of the skin, cancer of the eye, cancer of the nose, cancer of the mouth, everywhere. What got you so passionate about childhood cancers?
Okay, so starting from being a medical student, I got into contact. I got the opportunity to do some internships in some hospitals. Right. And then I got into contact with patients, and then with some patients, they can't really afford treatments, no matter how much it is. Something can be 10 cedis and they will tell you they don't have it. And so looking at this, and I got to hear about childhood cancers and the fact that they are curable. But when I had the opportunity of coming to Kolebu and seeing the situation on the ground, I had an interview with a doctor and then a parent for some media work I was doing as an intern some time ago. And they told me the issues on the ground and that childhood cancer is curable, but most of them don't come or don't have access to that kind of treatment because most of them either don't have the money or due to lack of knowledge that it can be cured. They are looking for quicker ways of getting it. So I'm so passionate about this because I don't see why the youthful population of Ghana should be left unattended to, and there's no form of insurance to cater for those who don't have enough to be able to treat them or cure them in that kind of way. The interview I did, I published it as an article on an online portal. I have also created an online petition on change.org where a number of over 2,000 people are supporting and a number of influential people have signed. And then I've also written a letter to the President of Ghana, and I sent it via mail post in October. So I've not received a reply yet, but I'm hoping that they will at least see it and then get to know that this is the situation. And we'll get our children insured under the NHIS.
Yeah, because I believe that some parents stay away because of the money. Well, as soon as they hear it's cancer, I'm sure Dr. Tego, they come, you tell them your child has cancer, and some of them, they even run away with the child.
Yeah, because in the counseling, we let them know the cost of it and the fact that they have to come. Sometimes, even we count the cost as, okay, your treatment is going to cost 5,000 or 10,000, but it's actually more than that because when the parent comes, like how Mr. Kote was coming, if he's working, he can't work, so that cost is also counted. Then the little money they have that they're using for their child, it affects the other siblings. Maybe if they're attending a higher end school, they have to probably change schools. So the cost is not even just the cost of the drug per se, there are so many hidden costs. So if you're able to take the burden of the cost of the drug, I believe the parents will be better off able to sort out the other hidden costs. Because sometimes we mention the cost, sometimes people think, oh, we have money, we can start. But they start and it's like your pocket is like a basket.
Is opening.
Yeah, the money will just get
how
finished.
was it, the financial? You know, you didn't talk about the financial. You know,
Mommy, if you have pot of gold under your bed, it will finish. The church supported me. I went through, but sometimes you go begging for money. They think maybe you are going to. See,
and even how long can you beg?
can
for
you
money?
beg for the money?
It's. I mean, any self-respecting person, any man or woman with dignity, it's tough to beg for money.
Exactly.
It's difficult
So
to have.
when
You know,
we go there, the only institution in Ghana here that is able to support the cancer unit is ICG. That's,
ICGC.
yes. They give us how much? I don't know them, but it's monthly contribution. So when you go there and your prescription, they write Onco Special, it means we are going to get the drug free of charge. But assuming 4 people go there, because the drugs are very expensive.
Yes, yeah.
So if 4 people
How
go,
many can they support?
yes, and it's finished. That's the only institution that sends something to Kolebu. Apart from that, you can't see.
So you before you could, I beg you, is my daughter totally cured now?
Completely.
Praise the Lord.
We are now waiting for Kolebu to discharge us. They have not discharged us.
She's cured.
Yeah, we just
Cured.
followed them up.
They
You've
just
done
review.
everything. She's cured. She's
Yes.
done. So please, why are you keeping them?
They come for 3 monthly follow-ups
Yeah.
for
Then-
5 years.
For 5 years. Follow up for 5 years.
Yes.
So that one too is not done. But at least the peace of mind that you
I
have.
have my peace of mind now. I can sleep. Going through the I don't know how to put it. Like,
Ed, you think we can make you think government will listen to us?
Yeah, I think I was looking at what I have as a citizen. I had the opportunity to work with a media platform, and I write too, so I am putting it into writing and all that. But I'm looking at other people also coming to join, because it's not only one person's job. I feel like if people add their voices to mine and other people add their voices together, we can help make enough noise about this to make this thing as a problem that government needs to pay attention to.
When is the World Cancer Day?
The International Childhood Cancer Day is 15 February.
15 February.
And the
So
awareness month is
2018
September.
February, let's organize something.
Okay.
A march or something. You know, we'll partner you. The standpoint will be 10 years in 2018. So we'll partner you to organize a march or a seminar or something to draw attention on, because we are for women and children. So then we'll partner. We'll need to talk more and see how we can do it. Well, the standpoint, as always, sponsored by African Women's Development Fund, AWDF, and Wilma Africa. They produce Frytol cooking oil. Frytol is embarking on a campaign to get you to prepare that special dish, that specialty of yours that can get you to get the solutions that you need from your family and friends, you know, to calm them, prepare nice meal. Have you seen the adverts? The one who needs money from her dad, and the other one too from her husband. Hey, women, we've got tricks. Thank you to Fortune Rice. They have 3 variants. Fortune Rice has 3 variants. That's the green package one, very good for the soft dishes, omoto and rice water. And then the orange package one, good for wache. Wine package one, jollof rice and fried rice, and all the special rices for the festive occasion, Christmas, New Year, Valentine's Day and stuff like that. You need to get it. Thank you to Veraldo Pear Malt Drink by Casapreco Company Limited. Go-Got yogurt. You can't go wrong with it. You will find it anywhere and everywhere. Echo Spa, of course, water is life. We'll be back. Welcome back. The Standpoint is supported by House of Foods. with antiviral at the center of it all, making sure we are always sorted. Cake Technique, thank you so much to them. Yep, Cleaning Services takes care of our environment. If you're having any event or function or even your home, you can call them to come and clean for you and take care of all the necessities there. Thank you to Matamet for the pot. We are grateful to them. La fruit juices, natural fruit juices, they support us as well. We are grateful to them. Now, in the audience, I have people from Zurich Cancer Foundation and then Ghana Institute of Journalism, my good old alma mater. They are always here to support me. Welcome. Thank you very much. But let me start with Mrs. Vida in cancer, mother of a child with cancer. Auntie Vida, adzele-dsane. Ukankran now Ukatri. Ukatri. Now what is saying?
Pacho nyamia dome ho ye na onso e.
Nyamia dome ho ye. Wo onkola he?
Pacho mo onkola 4.
Wo onkola 4.
Pacho.
Okay. Na dia hi na owo cancer no.
Pacho me ka chire na wo cancer.
Ke chire no. Ke chire ti mu da na to nje no.
Pacho an.
Na ebani saying, we are there na uhu ye.
Yo. Me pacho. Me say onya 1 year no. Ohwa na wayare na ne ho ayehye. Am de na ko hospital ni agena to ho. E wo ho na okumprini ni yam. Nam de na ko ni agena to ho. Na ba kwa ye ko ye de. Om de drip si ni so no. Me be fie no. Edi be 2 weeks na ne fu. Na ye kese. Na me ko ka che doctor ni say drip no si me ba ne so no.
Ama ni fu aye kese.
Ama me ba na fu aye kese. Ana o say anya drip na. Inti no menko nyame adoma me ko Saturday ti Monday no asande no aba. Nyame anim ni Monday me de ne koye no. Ana o say enkonko twa scan. Ti ko twa scan no say me ba no. Ni kindi problem aba ho. No my letter say me san fan kokofodua. Na me enkonko twa CT scan. Ti me ko ya me ko twa ya ye de me de ne kokofodua no. Doctor ne hwe ye pe. E hwa no pagya ne no hwe manim. No bisa me say me ma eyesey ana me kan de kire no no see you akra no kindi na problem aba ho no CT scan na me ko twa ye ne kire say kombe no surgery wo buadua ho no mayi ama me but CT scan na me ko twa ye ne kire say the kindi no moja eda ho into mo ye no ho a enye yi ti agesem de ba kwalebu e ho na muni me ho to fom ene mi sui papa no mususo mu no mse na aha kura kofodua midi akonia ba ska ba ya 30 million ni nyina ahye na me kwalebu de meside no makọ kwalebu no se na ni papa no na mse akwa ne yale linti no de papa no wakofo oba ma sese no omia me me ko fi ada blanda na me ba kwalebu de blanda bedu kwalebu no e 17th January na bedu kwalebu nyame anu me baaye me faha me wie ye ikohu doctor say age say yeda doctor minum say obema madro nanka wakonom nanka nafu no atwen age osia age say me da come ka say we no doctor ni chem say yare ne cancer inti no omo ye no operation e wie ye omo si ebi wo ne nsunu ni mu to san koda radiotherapy radiotherapy no koda he no oda 3 weeks 55 million inti ebesi ne mpo mintimi enwie ye ne nyame charge wie ne twa so san to aso gikimu no na me ka kire prof say matra 6 months kwala no meje omegu odansa inti meko na mako akohwe wom tesi ame ne mo ka say me niema bebre matonton because of akwala ba akopei eho inti eja kakra na magikimu no na emom ni nyame kan akosi su ne say yesre aban no say omo ayen no fa ne nansi so no ma health insurance no encover ma yen na cancer ye yare bi a eye akwala na nyame adom enya dia obewu nti aban ni som no oboa yen a akwala bi a cancer be ni bia obenya ahoden na wo obi nso ho a ma oba mo ho a oba obi ho a ma mo mpamo no ise cancer yare enya yare a esai
Medasi, Bachofa, Winema, Abrantia, no, to one channel. My brother, how are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
I'm Abdul Samad Zurak.
Abdul
Samad Zurak.
Samazurak.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that explains the name for your foundation.
Yeah.
Why that foundation? Why did you set up this foundation?
I had my family members suffer, what other people are suffering, cancer. It grew up from hepatitis B to to liver cancer, and it started from a mother, passed down to to the children. So I started asking questions.
Your mother or your auntie?
Yeah, my auntie.
Okay.
So I started asking questions about, why, she'll have that, because I saw what she went through and I saw what my my cousins went through. It was very, very devastating, and the government or any stakeholder is doing anything about it. So I started Zura Cancer Foundation in 2014. And what do you do?
So what do you, is it advocacy?
Yeah, so we provide education, we provide support, we do awareness program, and we also provide free screening for the cancers related to infectious agents such as the human papilloma virus and the hepatitis virus.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me come to the set. In conclusion, Najwa.
So in conclusion, I'm speaking to all policymakers and people who have the opportunity of being in positions of power to help us put these drugs on the NHIs to cater for Ghana's youthful population. We always say they are future leaders, but what are we doing for them to ensure that we are catering for them, and to ensure that we are catering for them in that manner, health-wise and everything-wise? This is the little we can do for them, so I think that they should take it up.
Okay. Dr. Tego.
It's hurtful that a child here has to die of something that he would have survived if he was elsewhere. And that doesn't help to reduce the inequalities that we are facing now. So again, I'll speak to all well-meaning Ghanaians who have a stake in this to help us get this onto the National Health Insurance. And lastly, to chip in trying to help the mothers get comfortable, they have a parents association, those who have been through cancer, and they've taken upon themselves an initiative to build a hostel so that for mothers like Yao's mother who came from far, they could have a place to stay. And for this, I acknowledge the support of the First Lady. She helped with the sword cutting. And the President tells me that they've been able to raise some funds, but they haven't gotten to their target yet. So I'll ask any well-meaning Ghanaian to help that as well.
The First Lady, we thank her for cutting the sword. We thank her for cutting the sword, but we need the extra support of money. When she adds her voice, corporate Ghana will also come in. So we'll plead with her. Auntie Rebecca, please. Thank you. Yes, sir.
My appeal is, I have been doing this thing in my congregation because I go from church to church trying to...
Are you a pastor?
I'm a minister.
Minister, okay.
Unfortunately, I have a problem with my health, so I've not been going out to do my outreach. But in my small way, this is what I've been telling them. And I've been using these graphics for, but I tell you, it's like when I mention it, they run away. That's what I've been doing. And I'll also play that when you see your child, that child reports some abnormality in her, please don't stay at home. Just send that child to a nearby hospital. And then don't try to think you will find a solution at the herbal centers or at church premises, going to a pastor, and the pastor will tell you that it is your mother or your sister or this thing is doing. Cancer has no respect. It has no respect. So send that child to a hospital, and they will assure you of the child's survival.
Thank you very much. And at least I'm glad we've had some good news. Na is doing well. Yes. I mean, despite the struggles, now you can smile. You say that it paid off. She's fine, and we thank God. We are praying that Yah will also be good, will heal very soon. And then the other children, the various, the Konfanochi and then Kolebo will also, and will get their treatment done and be totally cured of it. And we thank ICGC for what you're doing, and we pray and hope that other churches will also continue to support, and then corporate Ghana will come in to support as well. Well, before I take a break and bring you a bit of me. I have a packet for you. Walmart Africa has a packet for you. Some of their 3 products that they put on the markets now. That's the rice, the fried oil, and then adzele oil, which they've just introduced, you know, on the market. You also have frying pan and then cooking pan added to it, and an apron. You know, give your family and friends some treats this Christmas. And then the first 4 people to get here, you're also getting a parcel from Walmart Africa. All right, so I take a break. When we come back, I give you a bit of me. You know, as Ghanaians, we've been telling ourselves, we've been telling ourselves a certain lie. And we've told ourselves this lie for a very long time. We have actually believed it. That we are loving people. That we are neighborly. That we care about each other. That we are compassionate. But that's a lie. I say it's a lie. Because we can be very wicked. When we hear about a story, somebody's plight, we'll go, oh, God, my tummy, oh, how I felt. And that's it. When it comes to putting our money into it, very few people do it. Very few people do it. And sometimes they do it to a point and they stop. Well, sometimes you can't blame them. They get tired. But if we all get involved, if we all decide to get involved for a cause, to champion a cause, we'll get results. We are religious people. We are Christians. We are Muslims. We are Hindus. We are even traditionalists. But in all our religions, they talk about loving each other. We talk about giving. We talk about supporting each other. We talk about doing the godly thing. So what's stopping us? What is stopping us? This is another cause. Childhood cancers, getting it on the NHIS. Will you join the cause? Will you support us? Let's help save the children of Ghana. The last time I made a passionate appeal to the president. Today, well, I won't get that emotional. But Madam Rebecca, our First Lady, beautiful, gentle, compassionate, classy. You have it all, Madam. I salute. Children with cancer need you. I know you've heard me. I won't add more. My name is Gifty Auntie. All I have is my super crazy faith in God, which I'm not letting go anytime soon. And a platform that I can help voice. I can help champion the cause. And praying and hoping that somebody out there will listen and act. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. Bye for now.